Hi, my name is Tristan, and I'd like to introduce you to my AI avatar buddy here named Jairo. So these are really, really cool, and I want to kind of take you through what they are, how they work, and it's kind of a three-section thing here that we're gonna be doing. So first, I want to tell you guys what Jairo is. Then I want to explain how we created him, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about how to actually use him for your marketing needs. So Jairo is a GPT instanced avatar. And so basically, what you got to do is I'm going to give you some data, some information. All you really have to do is tell ChatGPT, hey, I need you to create an avatar based on the following information, and copy and paste what we've already provided here for you. So you're going to take that information, and then what happens is ChatGPT is going to create this avatar that you can then interact with. And so the idea is we can use him to create our copy, but it's going to be more specific. It's going to be more emotionally charged. It's going to talk about the actual pain points that the person has. It's going to talk about the actual benefits that they're looking for. And so it's not going to be the normal generic, hey, here's this product, you should click on it type crap. It's going to be something actually in depth and valuable and pretty darn cool. So these things typically take about 10, 15, 20 hours to create. This one's a little bit simpler. He has one specific need that he's trying to fulfill. He has one problem he's trying to solve, and that problem is artificial grass. So let me explain a little bit about how we actually created Jairo then. Jairo is the combination of several YouTube videos talking about the benefits of artificial grass. It's a combination of dozens of comments from people who have watched those videos talking about the benefits, the drawbacks, the pain points, and other questions that they have after having installed artificial grass. Content from websites targeting people who are looking to purchase artificial grass, and the top 50 Google ads that we were able to identify using SpyFu mostly came from Amazon, excuse me. All that went into training this avatar into really understanding what kind of problems people are trying to solve, why they're trying to solve them, and what some of the drawbacks of not solving those problems are. So that is Jairo. And of course, we grabbed the picture from thispersondoesnotexist.com because I like having a picture of the person on there. So Jairo is a 48-year-old guy living in California. There's his income range. I don't want to go too far into this because then you guys will just copy and paste and steal my avatars, you dirty, dirty avatar stealers. But we're going to take this and we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a new instance of Jairo. So if you'll give me 1 second, let us begin. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tell ChatGPT that we're going to provide it with some data, and we want ChatGPT to create an avatar that we can then use for our marketing purposes based off of that data. So step one. Now, the other interesting thing about this is that we've actually structured all the data specifically in the way that ChatGPT likes it. So that way it is easier for it to use and to understand. So step one, we're going to take all the information, we're going to copy and paste it in here, and then it's going to take a moment to summarize all that information for us. So we'll be right back. So what's kind of cool about this is we won't go too far up, but it's going to give us some project-specific stuff. So like his pain points. If you guys are familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it's going to talk about that. So what his motivations are, where he's at in the A to sales funnel, and that's also going to create a brief marketing message for us. Now, the next thing we're going to do with this is we're actually going to test it a little bit. We want to make sure that Jairo is working exactly the way that we want him to. And so to do that, we have a list of questions over here that are just really good at kind of helping us make sure everything's in there exactly the way we want. And if you have something you would like to adjust or personalize for your avatar, this is one of the ways you can do it. You can go through the information that you copy and paste into it and change it. So instead of it being a guy, you can make it a girl. Like there's a lot of different options. But let's start with this one. I like always starting out with a question saying, hey, I want to do this next thing. Are you ready for it? And that way it gives us an idea if there's any drawbacks or like anything that we need to fix. So the first one I'm going to ask is, where would you like to arrive in the future? So it's safe to assume that he'd like to arrive in the future as someone who is successful in his career, knowledgeable about latest trends and innovations. What about in relation to his... Actually, let's do this question instead. What is their problem or current state? Okay, so pain, problem, current state. So he has a designable for a sustainable, environmentally friendly option for his yard that's safe for his pets, but he has concerns about the cost of maintenance of natural grass. His current state is also searching for a solution to problems that meet his specific needs and requirements. You guys can read all that if you want. If you wanted to, you could also say, how does that affect his children? All right, so being able to create a comfortable and safe environments, like that's also going to have a positive impact on his kids. They're going to feel loved, valued, and supported. Additionally, the commitment to sustainability and eco-friendly options can teach children important values, promote a sense of responsibility towards the environment, and so on. I think I'm pretty happy with the way that Jairo is responding to these questions. So let's go ahead and start using this for some marketing stuff. I have another prompt over here that we're going to use because I don't feel like writing it out. We're just going to copy and paste it. So I would like to create a landing page that sells this product to this avatar. Can you help me write it? I'd like it to be between 400 and 500 words, formatted to show H1s, H2s, and paragraph text, SEO friendly with a keyword density of 3%, and that takes the visitor through the IDA sales funnel. So the product is going to be artificial grass to people like Jairo. And then I'm trying to think, might want to adjust this. Please include an emotionally charged CTA at the end. And so now it's going to write out the content of your landing page for you. So here's your H1 title, discover the benefits of artificial grass for your home and family. Your H2, say goodbye to the hassles of natural grass. And then just breaking it down into these different processes or different steps of the sales funnel. So first, it's going to go through awareness, then it's going to go through interest, and it's going to go through the decision, and then it's going to go through action. Your emotionally charged call to action at the end. Join the community of happy and satisfied customers who have already discovered the benefits of high-quality artificial grass. Contact us now to transform your yard into a beautiful, sustainable, and safe place for your family and pets. Cool. All right. So, that's not bad, right? I think you could take that and you can start running that as a landing page, and it would do just fine. But let's say you wanted to make some adjustments to this. Let's say that's not bad, but let's be more creative. Please act as if your response temperature, which is how creative it's allowed to be, were increased by 100%. Okay, so now it's going to go through and it's going to create something that's going to be a little bit more creative, a little bit more unique, and you can keep adjusting these and creating new versions and variations of it as you want. And let's also say that, you like this, but you want to adjust, a specific pain point that's going to be talking about, or you want to adjust a specific thing. You can ask it, hey, that's great. Can we make sure the emotionally charged CTA includes more information about the benefits for their family, right? Let's make the CTA more focused on the benefits for his kids. Oh, and now it's going to go through and rewrite the entire thing for us. But again, we can just make a lot of variations of this and we can kind of perfect it. And so it's not necessarily going to give you the absolute perfect thing in your first try, but it is going to be significantly better than if you're just to say, please act as if you were, somebody who wanted to buy artificial grass, right? That's fine. That's okay. So you kind of have multiple levels behind this. You have my base level of copywriting, which my favorite example was I was trying to write copy for an HVAC company, and I had AC right next to heating, and it said, AC, this is the process of cooling down your house. Heating, this is the exact opposite of AC, where you're trying to warm up your house. I am a bad copywriter, okay? So that's your zero level. And then you would have something like just your base ChatGPT responses. Typically be kind of generic, typically going to be like they're not bad, they're better than what I would write it, as just a human. But they're still not quite there. And then you have something like this where it's going to be that next level up, where you're going to be able to start including some of those emotional triggers. You're going to be able to start including some of those specific pain points, the specific benefits, and all this other kind of fun stuff. And then what you do is you take all that, and then that's what you fine tune either yourself or you give to a professional copywriter and have them do those final steps for you. Or you can take this as is, run it, and then check your data, see what people are dropping off, look at your conversion data, use something like Hotjar, and then start making those adjustments and perfecting it over time. But that's the landing page one. Let's also do an ad campaign. So I'm going to create a Google ad campaign broken up into two parts. The title must be under 30 characters, including spaces and punctuation. Description must be under 90 characters, including spaces and punctuation. And please describe images that would fit each title, include a DALL-E prompt that I can use to create those images. That's actually one of my favorite things to do with this, is to get it to write the prompts for us for DALL-E, because then we can include images with all this. All right, and while that's loading, let's go ahead and read through some of these. So title, Get green with artificial grass. Description: safe for kids and pets. Contact us today. You're going to have an image of a family playing and relaxing in beautiful and green artificial grass yard. And then there's your prompt. Say goodbye to lawn maintenance. Get sustainable and hassle-free yard. Learn more. Transform your yard today. Experience the benefits of artificial grass. Contact us. Hope these are just help. Okay, let's do. I would like to make a YouTube short promoting artificial grass. Can you write a short script under, let's say, under 45 seconds to read out loud and include a mock-up of a storyboard for visualization. And then there it's going to give you the information you need to create your video. So, script. Say goodbye to lawn maintenance and hello to happiness. An opening shot of a man in his yard sweating and mowing his lawn. The camera zooms in on his face as he looks frustrated. Voiceover. Do you hate mowing your lawn? Are you tired of the hassle and costs of maintaining natural grass? Cut to a short shot of a woman and her kids playing in a beautiful green artificial yard. They're laughing and having fun. Imagine a beautiful and green yard that requires no mowing, no watering, and no pesticides. Cut to a family playing with their pets. Imagine a safe and eco-friendly yard that your kids and pets can enjoy all year round. So on and so forth. And that, again, helps you create that video. Let's say I want 10 social media posts promoting this product, but instead of targeting Jairo, target his wife. And so it's going to adjust the avatar so it's not just targeting Jairo, who obviously going to be a guy. The things are going to be a little more masculine. It's not going to be, hey, do you hate mowing your lawn when it's really hot outside? I know I do. Instead, it's going to be, safe and beautiful yard. Love your lawn without the hassle. Say goodbye to lawn maintenance. Transform your yard. So it's going to adjust those responses a little bit, so that way it kind of fits that other avatar, that related avatar, instead of just Jairo. So those are just some of the ways that you can use these AIs. Again, I think they're really cool. They've saved me a ton of time, a ton of money, and I use them for all of my projects. So if you do have any questions, then feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer them. And I hope you enjoy working with Jairo.